In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a chart like this in Excel, which compares one very large value against many other smaller ones. This can help signify how much larger one is against the others. And in this example, I'm going to use NFL earnings EBITDA values for teams to show just how profitable the Dallas Cowboys, which is the most profitable team in the NFL, is in relation to the least profitable teams. So here's the data set that I'm using for this chart. And so I pulled this from CNBC's website for the most recent team valuations, which included revenue and EBITDA numbers. I'll leave a link in the description for this video if you want to follow along. But all I've done is just copied this right into Excel. Now, the very first thing I'm going to do is convert this EBITDA number into an actual number, because right now it has a text value. It's got M's for millions here, and so all these are in millions of dollars. And I'm going to get rid of the valuation and the revenue, because I don't need that for this example. And so I'm going to recalculate the EBITDA valuations. So what I'm going to do is use the substitute function to select this text, and what I'm doing is getting rid of the old text, which in this case is the M, and replacing it with nothing, just so two blank quotes. And I'm going to multiply it by a factor of 1 just to convert it into a number. And so by doing so, now I've got the values in a number format. What I'm going to do is copy and paste these as values, so I can hit Control C and then Control Shift V if you're on a newer version of Excel, or you can right click, paste as values. So same thing. And now I've got my EBITDA in terms of actual dollars, so I know this is in millions. And so I can now sort this and see what the most and least profitable teams are based on their EBITDA, which is earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. So I'm going to click on the data tab and sort from largest to smallest. So as you can see, we can see the Dallas Cowboys are the most profitable based on EBITDA, 577 million. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at which teams add up to almost that amount. So what I can do is use the sum function. You know, that's a couple ways we could, I'll show you a couple ways we can do this. So that adds up to 753, so that's a bit too much. 654, so 558, and we've got 577. So that's pretty close. So we can see that these teams, the Baltimore Ravens down to the Detroit Lions, these ones are our cutoff point. Now, another way that you could have looked and sum this up is if you just select these values, and if you go in your status bar, you'll see an option for metrics like summation. So I don't actually have to go in and do this formula. I can just select these and see what these values add up to. If you don't see anything in here, what you can do is right click and just make sure you've got the sum checked off. And by doing so, anytime you highlight cells in your data set, it'll show those metrics like sum, count, and average all in there. So that's how we can set up our data set now, so that we know what we're comparing the Dallas Cowboys to. We're comparing it to these teams, which are the least profitable based on the data from CNBC. Now what I'm going to do is get rid of the teams that I don't need for this. So I'm going to delete these ones. And so now I've got Dallas and the rest of the teams that I'm going to compare them to. Don't need the rank, delete that. And I'm going to create two separate columns here. One for Dallas, and then I'm going to say the bottom 9 teams here. And I'm going to put these in different columns, just because I want two different series to be mapped on my chart. One just for Dallas, one for the bottom 9 teams. So now let's plot this on a chart. So I'm going to select my data set, go to Insert, open up Charts, and under All Charts, under Column, I'm going to click on this one that has a stacked column. And you'll see this one on the right. It looks a little bit messy, but that's actually what I want, because we've got Dallas on the one series and then the bottom 9 teams all grouped on the other. I'm going to click on OK. And now you can see we've got all these values plotted out here. I've inserted the logos that I'm going to use in my chart. So I've got the Cowboys and all the other teams relating to this, just so I can avoid using just strictly colors for this. I'm going to use the logos so that way I don't need to use this legend that's been set up, which can be a bit confusing and difficult to track. So I'm just going to delete that to clear some space here. And if you do want to insert images into your Excel spreadsheet, if you just go to the Insert tab, there's an option under Pictures, Place Over Cells or In Cells, and you can select this device or stock images or search for online pictures. but I've already inserted these in here. And so what I'm going to do is place them in relation to where they are on these items. So you can see this bottom one here, that's the Baltimore Ravens. Then I've got the Kansas City Chiefs. So I'm going to adjust the color and put their logos in here as well. What I'm also going to do is shrink this gap a little bit here because it's a bit wide. I'm going to right click, format data series, and under gap width, just change this to, let's say, 20%, or let's say 50%. There we go, depending on how much space you want. So what I'm going to do is drag this logo over top to where I've got the Cowboys. And I've already arranged these logos so they're in the right order. So the Baltimore Ravens are this bottom slot here, then the Kansas City Chiefs. So you can see among these different teams, which ones are the most profitable, even among the smaller ones. So the bigger slice that they have, the more profitable they are. So the smallest ones have the smallest profits. So this is one of the advantages of using a stacked chart like this. You can both see individually how large or small their profits are, and also their combined values when you're adding them up together. This is why a chart like this can be particularly useful when you're comparing a large value against a small value, because we can see, okay, the Dallas Cowboys, being as profitable as they are more profitable than all these teams combined. That's basically what this chart is helping us illustrate. And by just adding a bit more context and making this chart a bit more useful by using logos and colors that are reflective of the team, it makes it a bit more meaningful than just having just these default colors. I'm going to adjust these colors right now. So let's start with the Baltimore Ravens. I'm going to select this box here for the Ravens, and on the Home tab, I'm just going to change the fill color. So I'm using this purple highlight there. So now it's on theme with their color scheme. Then I'm going to select the box for the Kansas City Chiefs, and again, select a dark red fill color for them, just so it's more appropriate. Same thing for the Vikings, and I'm going to do this for the other teams as well, just so everything is reflective of their team and their logo design, just to make sure that the colors make sense. Like green for the Buffalo Bills obviously does not make a whole lot of sense, so I'm going to select a dark blue for them. And then for the Arizona Cardinals, again, maybe you use a dark red fill color. For the Cincinnati Bengals, I'm going to be using an orange fill color. For the Panthers, again, perhaps that dark blue highlighting as well. For the Lions, perhaps using a softer blue highlight. And so just like that, now I've got a more meaningful chart. And of course, for the Cowboys, I'll perhaps use a silver outline. There we go for them. Well, what I may also want to do is add a bit of an outline to this, just to make this stand out a little bit more. So if I select one of these boxes here and go under chart design, or under format actually, there's an option for shape outline. If I click on this and select weight, I can even specify how thick I want the outline to be. So let's say I'll pick 1.5 point, and then select the option to apply a black outline. So I'll do this for the Cowboys, make it more distinct, and I'll do this for the other teams as well, just to make it sort of stand out a little bit more, and to make it pop. And so now I've got it highlighted, and so at this point I may just want to change the chart title to say, Team EBITDA, to make it clear what I'm comparing here. I've got the Cowboys EBITDA against the bottom 9 teams in the NFL in terms of profitability. Now, the last thing that I want to do is I want to group all these elements together, because right now, if I were to just drag this chart, it's not attached to one another. So I'm going to hit Control Z here, and under the Home tab, there's an option to find and select. And if I click on Selection pane, I'll see all the items on here. I see all these different picture images. And so this allows me to easily select everything. So I've selected this entire chart here, and now if I hit Control and select each one of these, I don't have to go through the painstaking process of trying to select all these. And this can be especially painstaking if you're dealing with a lot of small elements on your chart. So now I've selected all this, and now what I can do is just right click on one of them and click on Group, and now everything is grouped together. And so now if I click on this chart, I want to make sure I click on this outline here. And now if I move it, you can see everything is intact. And so I can move this around if I want to and play place it somewhere else on my spreadsheet. So that's how we can create a really cool looking chart in Excel that compares large values against smaller values and incorporates images and groups them together so you can move them around. So that's all for this video. As you can see, there's a lot of cool things you can do with charts in Excel. You aren't limited to just the same old things. If you like this video and learned something from it, please leave a like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.